here, aka Kollector the Hordarian, for the purposes of this here stream. For the Kollector stream, I unbox things. I like to call them unboxinings. It just kind of makes it sound a little bit more epic. The name Kollector derives from just my love of. I grew up in the '80s, and the '80s was rife with fantasy films, Willow, Neverending Story, Dark Crystal, Labyrinth. I mean, it was a treasure trove. Anyway, there were also the barbarian type of movies. You know, Conan the Destroyer, Red Sonja, and Ator, the Fighting Eagle, or something like that. A lot of just really silly kind of barbarian names. So Collector, obviously being a play on the word collector, I thought that was a cool name for me. So this is my alter ego that just kind of goes through the collecting world. You know, I order things from various geeky outlets, and don't have enough, viewership to have any kind of sponsorship by any means, but that's okay. I fund my own geeky passions, and a lot of it, as you can see in the background a bit. I mean, well, I do have some exceptions, like the framed albums up there, like usually video game soundtracks. But if I think the album cover looks cool, I'll frame it and put it up. I do own a record player, but I don't really mess with that too much, unfortunately. I think vinyl is a cool thing to collect. I do have plenty of vinyl, some from, a lot from the '80s. And But yeah, I just don't really get into playing it. Unfortunately, I just kind of go for the convenience and stream, Spotify and that kind of thing. But yeah, I collect things like a lot of video games, collectible figures, Funko Pops, although I'm phasing those out just because when you keep them in the boxes, as I do, they take up a lot of room, and I'm pretty much at saturation point. So been periodically going through my collection, as one is prone to do when the collection gets a bit unwieldy. Some of that is at the behest of my wife, and rightfully so. She says that she comes into this room and feels just anxious, and I don't blame her. I mean, that's just kind of how she rolls. Whereas when I come in here, I'm like, okay, I'm in my spot. This is, just I'm surrounded by stuff that I think is cool. And again, I think I referenced this before, but I remember seeing this I don't know if you call it a needlepoint, and they like sort of or cross stitch, and they framed it, and it just said it's not hoarding if your shit is cool, and I stand by that. Well, I mean, there are clinical levels of hoarding. I'm not quite there, so thank goodness. Anyway, so for today, I did change up the title, the stream title, the Midnight Snaxening, because that sounds kind of cool and epic. But usually, I'll work in, some tastings of just kind of limited edition things. I'm a sucker for that as far as marketing goes. If it has limited edition on it and it's some kind of wacky flavor, I'm all over it. I'm curious. There's a bit of FOMO in that, and I just want to try new things. And in the spirit of that, I bought me some Fanta Crimson Sour Cherry. And this is a collab with Diablo 4, I believe. You can see the little Diablo 4 there. So yeah, I have had this in my fridge for a while. Been jonesing to check it out. So without any further delay there, I'm going to go ahead and give this a taste. If I can get the cap off. There we go. It's refreshingly cold. Oh man, that definitely tastes like sour candy. Um, mm, yeah, definitely some kind of sour cherry candy. Um, Very nice. I like it. Um, Maybe I would compare it to. I can't remember the name of the company, but they've been around for quite some time, I think. They were the originators of the Lemonheads candy. but they have a cherry version. Um, can't remember what the cherry version is called, but this kind of evokes that. It's got this, yeah, just very sour cherry, which, that's in the title. So uh, I'd give it, I think, at least a solid B plus A. Um, I'm a big fan of when you have some kind of descriptor in the title of your product. You better come with that, right? Like, or else it's sort of false advertising. So this does taste like sour cherry. So good on you, Fanta. Um, Kollector recommends. All right. So before I get into the unboxing part of this video, I was going to show off a couple of things. So there's a place, I'm based out here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and there's a place called Where You Been, and they have surplus that I guess department stores like Target might, if they can't sell their clearance out items, they just dump it there. And I think there's stuff like out of China and just weird like kind of Amazon orders that returns and the like that just find their way to this place. And they have, it's weird, a weird system. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense. I want to say new stuff drops on Fridays, I think, and that's when it's at the highest price. And then each day it'll be like a different price. I was recently there on a Sunday, and for Sundays it's like $5 for whatever you find, and you could score big. And that's kind of the appeal there. It's sort of like what thrifting used to be before it got a little bougie, and they're like, oh, we know what we have, and we're going to charge eBay prices. It's like, you go there and you never know what you might find. So, you dig around in these big bins, aka, where you been. So recently when I was foraging around in there, one of those bins, I found this, still sealed. It's for Breath of the Wild. It is I want to say like a limited edition, expanded edition guide to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Covers everything in the main game as well as both expansion pass, DLC packs, the Master Trials, and the Champions Ballad. So it includes a two-sided, fully annotated map poster covering the immense game area, the ultimate navigational aid. So that was beautiful. I love the art on there. I mean, Breath of the Wild is one of my all-time favorite games. It is just a breath of fresh air. I don't know. It's a good game. All right. The other thing I was gonna show off here was actually, I don't know if I want to unravel this poster because it's kind of what the heck, I'll do it. Recently I went with the wifey to this was about maybe a month ago or so. I saw a show for a band that I love called The Midnight. The Midnight, seeing as I'm a child of the 80s, I definitely, man, this got real bright. I don't know what's going on there, but I'll figure that out in a moment. There we go. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, so The Midnight, they evoke the sound of the 80s. They're very synth heavy. It's very romantic, new wave kind of vibes to it, to the music. So, I had to get a poster while I was there. You can see the 80s vibe there, just in terms of the title, the way it's written, almost like digital lipstick or something. And then you've got the floppy disk there, throwback to earlier tech from the decade. That's a signed poster. I'm a sucker for my signed merch. Came with I bought tickets for the VIP, so which all that meant was really getting access to the merch table early, and it also came with a bag with some goodies. which I have right here. The bag is really cool as far as these kind of bags go. I mean, it's one of these ones that I think is probably about the right size for to put some vinyl in, but a very, retro, nostalgic, romantic, 80s vibing kind of image there. Super cool. I was just noticing how it's a different image on both sides, so I guess they're trying to sort of expand it around so it's one, kind of shot. But so got the extra bag in here, which was my wifey's. She ain't interested in all that. Let's see. So it came with like a little midnight notebook, which is just a notebook. And then this cool little midnight floppy disk pin. Love me some pins. I've got a backpack with all my geeky pins adorning it. And of course I had to get a concert tee, which I'm glad I'm going through this now because it's just been in the bag, and I should wear this thing because it's too cool just to sit in a bag. Check that design, huh? Kind of evokes the Terminator skull, a bit, and of course they're awash in all the 80s neon colors. Midnight's great. If you haven't checked them out, highly recommend. They got some bangers. All right, so those are some cool little things I wanted to show up before I got into the unboxing part. All right, I'm gonna go. Usually I like to go kind of from like smallest to biggest, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let me see. Might need my handy, trusty Kollector blade, box cutter. Okay, this is a package from Limited Run Games, LRG. I've featured them plenty of times on my streams. I order a lot from them, and their whole jam is like trying to keep physical media alive, and I support that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love streaming games and just having them digitally because it's just for convenience sake. But like I said earlier, with like streaming music and Spotify, but there's just something to be said about, well, that new game smell. You pop open the game and you got, sometimes they include a manual like they used to back in the day. And just having the tangible cartridge, and there's a sense of ownership there, and a sense of collectability and tradability. If you want to trade games with your friends, if you want to, heaven forbid, sell it to GameStop, they'll give you a quarter and some lint and a, toothbrush or something. But anyway, I ordered a couple games from Limited Run, Eartheon, and Tomba 2. These are actually convention exclusive covers for these games. So again, I'm a sucker for alternate covers, convention exclusives and the like, limited editions. Now Eartheon is, as I understand it, I think this was I want to say, I don't think this was a game from back in the day. I think this was a game developed with old architecture, like using the Sega Genesis kind of developmental tools or something like that to create a game that was very authentically, because I want to say they put this on a Genesis cart, if I'm not mistaken. And this is actually from the same guy that worked on Shinobi. And I don't know, I can't recall his name, which is embarrassing because he's a video game legend. I love Shinobi. I got to meet the guy. He was at the store doing a signing. Really cool, really nice. It was so funny, so he's Japanese, and the other guy was there too that actually, I think, worked on the art, who incidentally is also a Pokemon artist. And again, I don't know his name either, but they were both there, and I was fawning over them. I was just like, I got excited. I was fanboying out, and I just started. So I just started like talking nervously, and I was like, oh man, I remember getting Shinobi. I spent the night at my friends, and we played Shinobi all night, and we were like, oh my god, like Godzilla's in it, and Spider Man, and I'm just talking in English, of course, but they laughed. They thought, I guess, they're just like, oh, okay, here's the fan, he's geeking out, and but they, I'm sure they understood Godzilla, Spider Man, and they knew what I was saying. So I thought that was a really cool moment of like, connection with the creators. It was just an honor to meet them. But so yeah, and now this guy here, Tomba. If you're unfamiliar, originally debuted on the PlayStation at Tomba, and then the sequel Tomba 2, The Swine Returns. Um, this game was developed by former Capcom and Konami, I believe. Oh no, wait. Um, Maybe it was just Capcom, but definitely folks that knew what they were doing. It's a platforming game. It's got a wacky sense of humor. They formed a company, video game production company called Whoopee Camp, to put this title out, and it is just bonkers. This pink-haired caveman just jumping on the backs of pigs and then flipping and throwing them, and you can go in and out of. It's sort of pseudo 3D at time. I mean, it's just wild. Definitely worth playing. Product of its time. One of the better games on the OG PlayStation. So I had to get. Of course, this was the convention exclusive cover. It pops. I love the design. It's very colorful. Very cool. All right. Let's see what else we got here. This one is from eBay, and I order all kinds of things from eBay. So, that's what this is. Okay. Um, so I think I've mentioned before, I'm part of a bad movie group, and we watched some doozies, some really bad films. This started out in COVID. This is a big part of what helped me get through that dark time. It was a lot of isolation. I'm a pretty sociable guy. I like to go out and connect and hang out with people, and I couldn't do that. Nobody could do that. So with quarantining. So anyway, I somehow stumbled into this group through a connection, and it. I'm like, these are my people. Like, they love to watch bad films, MST3K or Mystery Science Theater 3000 style, and we're trying to one up each other, make each other laugh, and get through the suffering. We joke that we sign up for pain, and some of these are just so painful but so awkward, and a lot of vanity projects. Writer, producer, actor, director, is and it's low budget, and it's nonsensical, and just bad sound or editing or special effects if they're there. I mean, just it's entertaining. But anyway, so I bought this. I should take it out of the this little thing that it was sent in. This little baggie. It's called Body Rock. It's super cheesy, as you can see from this poster there on the cover. Just look at that. Such early 80s, when breakdancing was starting to become a cultural phenomenon. I want to say this predates breaking. Lorenzo Lamas. So this says pure cheese coated hilarity. Body Rock will change your mind about Lorenzo Lamas, breakdancing, and life in general. The funky fresh king of 80s breakdance epics. So I'm trying to look for a date on this. But yeah, it looks very early 80s. And I can't wait to watch it. It just looks fabulous. And this seller included some cool little stickers. I always love those little touches. It's from a musical. And looks like enjoy the cheese fest. So super cool. This person was based out of Calgary. gave me a great deal on the item, and I just can't wait. So let's see here. What's next? How about this guy? Okay, this is from Amazon. I believe this is a trade paperback of some sort, and I am correct. Ordered this a while ago. Predator kills the Marvel Universe. Okay, so this is one of those alternate timeline, multiverse kind of things, because obviously you can't just kill the Marvel Universe. And what are they going to stop making comics? And, and then they're just done? No. It's sort of like, soap operas. It's, oh, wait, no, that's an alternate universe timeline, whatever. That seems to be the go-to cop-out now, which it's getting a little messy, and I don't know, Marvel's lost some of its luster, at least the MCU. But in the comic world, I love stuff like this because you can't get a movie where Predator is killing Marvel superheroes. I mean, but you can get it in a comic, just like you can get Godzilla killing the Marvel universe and what have you. So that's the kind of stuff that makes comics awesome, in my opinion. Okay, so moving on. Let me see here. How about we'll go... Actually, this... Uh-oh. Just knocked over some things. Alright, this is from Eric. What did I order from Eric? Oh, okay. I ordered this some time ago. Because I had missed out. I mentioned limited run games, but I also order things from limited rare or super rare games. But so you can get a membership, and that gives you early access, and you get special slipcovers and a chance to win some pretty cool, like, framed limited things. And anyways, I wasn't part of them. I didn't know of them as much when this guy dropped, Grime, which is a Metroidvania that I'm very keen on playing, and there is a sequel. So, of course, I want to play through the OG game before I even get to the sequel. But so Super Rare, usually includes some kind of sticker and cards. Although I think you have to buy the cards separately now. Anyway, that's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Let's go with maybe this guy here. This is an international package. Oh, it's itemized, so I don't want to look at that. I want it to be a surprise. Oh, it does say super rare on this box. So this is one of my direct orders from them. Not ordering from eBay. So I bought Shovel Knight Dig. Sorry, it's a bubble wrap right now. I might just keep it in there because honestly, sometimes I change my mind with games. But I don't know. It's in there pretty good. I'm trying to figure out where I could even open this. I'll go ahead and open it. Whatever. What the heck. Because I do want to get a closer look at can't see too well behind the bubble wrap. Yeah, it's still, yeah, it's in a slipcover right now, so that's cool. That's the unique slipcover that they include, and the sticker is unique to the game each time, and then you got like some cards in there. And I actually bought some of the cards separate too, just come in these little like packs here. And I guess that's what the underneath the slipcover, what the case looks like, which is really cool. I love the art. I mean, Shovel Knight is an amazing game. It's a challenging Metroidvania in the style of 8-bit Nintendo games, and yeah, the challenge is pretty true to games of those times. So, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of content, and the music is chiptune, and It's got a great sense of humor. It's just a good time. Mm, that is good. Okay. Um, so this is from Valve, purveyors of all things Steam, and maybe developing Half-Life 3. I guess they keep teasing that for like the last 20 years. Um, so from I know exactly what this is. I had ordered directly from them, and then I realized maybe was that an error. Um, the it's a dock for the Steam Deck, so I figured go straight to the source, so to speak. And but then I found this other dock actually through Slick Deals that seems superior, and you could use it for like Switch 2, and anyways, it's got a lot of bells and whistles and RGB lighting and all stuff like that. But the more you know. I figure I'll keep a dock up here and then one downstairs, so I can you know just don't have to worry about transporting the dock. I know, kind of lazy that way. Um, all right, what else we got here? This is another international tract from another Super Rare Games. Um, let's see what this one is. Oh, interesting. What is this? Ah, see, bad end theater. I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes I don't know. I wasn't sure about this game. I saw like gameplay footage, but a lot of people were ranking it positively, and I don't know. I love the art style, and it's very very cute, sort of anime. Um, and it just seemed like an interesting game. They piqued my interest, so I went ahead and got it. Want to get it like digital too, usually because I like to keep things sealed, and but I like to play them too because I am a gamer. I'm a collector and a gamer, so um, and I've talked about here how people sometimes give other people a hard time with how they collect. Like, oh, I open my games. Okay, good for you. Like, collect how you want. I mean, don't hate on people just because they want to keep things pristine and be sort of a prospector. I mean, if that's what they want to do, and okay, more power to them. Um, but yeah, so that's a pretty cool looking game. And then I got this. I forget what this is. I want to say this is like a USB dongle that you can plug into your PC, and it's got a lot of indie horror games, and it's sort of designed to look, I guess, like it's called a mixtape, and they designed it to look like a VHS, and yeah, you get to play a bunch of different cool little indie games. Got a little sticker that came with that. It's pretty cool. Um, so definitely that's fun to discover, and that's a physical thing, and um, yeah, I think that's pretty darn cool. All right, so and I forgot to mention there's these packs of cards that come with it too. All right, so let me put that aside. And what else do we got here? This looks like it was opened. I think I opened it slightly because I was like, what the heck? What is this? And yeah, okay, let's go. I'm not normally an early adopter of games because I'm kind of frugal. Um, I like to wait until they go on sale and or clearance. And but anyways, this was a game that um, I just knew like I'm gonna love this game. And when I found out they have like a deluxe like steelbook edition of it, I'm like, sign me up. So plus you get that FOMO. You're like, oh man, all the other collectors are gonna buy it all up, and then I'm gonna have to pay like double. But it's Marvel Cosmic Invasion. I actually tried to play this one time on my Retronathan stream, and it wouldn't let me. think there was some kind of copyright going on, but this game is made by, I want to say Tribute. Is that right? Yeah, Tribute Games, and distributed by .emu, I think. Look at those graphics. I mean, come on. That's amazing. This is basically like a beat 'em up version of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I mean, what is not to like? Same people that developed the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, I think that's called, which is basically like a 20 plus years sequel, to the OG Turtle 4-player arcade games. I guess some of them are 2-player, but in the same spirit, just wild and colorful, and and then like with tons of playable characters: April O'Neil, Casey, the hockey stick guy, Master Splinter. I mean, that's so freaking cool. So they know what they're doing. Very retro friendly with the pixel graphics. Looks like a lost. I was gonna say Super Nintendo game, but probably more like a Neo Geo type of level. I mean, it's just so much going on, and can't wait to go through that one. That looks like a lot of fun. I did play a little bit of it through Game Pass, but I no longer have Game Pass, so yeah. All right. What else we got here? This is from Eric. You know what? I want to say this might be another copy of Grime. I put in 2 offers for the game, not expecting them both to be accepted. So I'm thinking that's what this is, and I think I'm correct in that assertion. Yeah. Okay. Well, so I got 2 copies of the game. Maybe one for trade or gift, or we'll see. Okay. Moving along. You know what? I'm gonna grab this guy because this seems pretty small. This might not even be geek related, which happens sometimes here on this stream. I end up, oh wow, I forgot about this. Oh dude. So sometimes, yeah, I feature movies on here. This right here, The Great Silence. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get the one that comes with the slip cover. People movie collectors love their slip covers, but that's okay. I got this based on this. People were raving about this movie. It's a film by Sergio Corbucci, and Klaus Kinski is in there. Apparently there's some really amazing cinematography, and it's like one of the rare like westerns where there's a lot of snow, and just sounded pretty badass. So that's kind of a lost genre, and I don't know, kind of getting into watching some classic movies sometimes. I saw one recently. It was Touch of Evil, I think, by what's his face from Citizen Kane, Orson Welles. So acted and directed, I think, or maybe not directed. Anyways, looking forward to checking that out. Maybe with some of my fellow movie buff friends. I have just the guys in mind. I think that they'll be all over that. Always nice to watch with friends, just so you can have that nice discussion afterwards, and just process what you just experienced. And what the? Okay, you know what? I think I ordered this through Woot. Yeah, I think my intent here was to use this with my new gaming laptop. I'm gonna make that into the hub where I'm gonna maybe get some light gun games on that TV up here in the man cave. So I just wanted to use this with that, so put that over there. Okay, let's go with this guy here. Oh, I found another smaller one. What is this guy? Oh, this looks like it's maybe from Best Buy. What did I order from Best Buy? Oh, cool. Forgot I ordered this. Memories in Orbit for the Switch 2. Another Metroidvania. I heard really good things about it, and I think I do own it digitally, but I wanted to own it physically. Just reasons, you know, I collect, and I like physical ownership. Okay, what else we got here? Where did I put my... Here it is. Something from Amazon. What the? Interesting. I don't know why I ordered, it's just a 3-pack of flashlights. Must have been one of those things that was like a slick deal, and I got it for pretty cheap. Anyways, we're always in need of flashlights. So, yeah. Now we got 3 more. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna do this other one from Amazon. This feels like this box is way too big for whatever's inside here. Oh my goodness, what do we got here? Oh, I've forgotten about that. Okay, so whoopsies. I'd actually bought more from... I bought Mio from Amazon as well. Oopsies. I just kind of crossed the streams there and ordered from different places. Guess I got a little excited. I ordered this. King Kong Escapes. Talk about cheesy B movies. Partly why I bought this on Blu-ray was I couldn't find it on streaming anywhere, whether to buy or to rent. So I'm like, I need to watch this. This looks like, I mean, I love good old-fashioned kaiju film. Big rubber monster suits and miniature cities to destroy. I mean, what's not to like? All right, what else do we have? Okay, winding down. I got a few more. Then I'm going to call it a night. Oh, this is from Bottleneck Gallery. Usually, you know, kind of checking out their posters, but they occasionally have other kinds of merch, and this is one occasion. I originally bought this with my daughter's birthday in mind, but her birthday has come and passed, and I'm gonna save it for another time and probably gift it to her. I think she'll really dig these. But Scott Pilgrim figures. You got Scott and Ramona flowers with all kinds of like accessories and things. Super cute. Definitely in the style of the, I don't know if you can technically call it a manga, but it's American made, but just the comic. But yeah, very cool. So, and I got, that's the 01 and 02. Yeah, very cool. I'm gonna give those to my daughter. All right, because I know she will appreciate that. All right, let's grab this guy. Ugh. All right. Boxes that I tipped over earlier. I'm gonna open up. Okay, this is from Limited Run. Let's see what goodies lie within. Oh, nice. Okay. Forgot I'd ordered these. Neon Inferno. for the PS5 and for the Switch. That cover is dynamite. I love the art style. This game looks incredible. I heard it's kind of short, but it's sort of done in the style of like a 16-bit side-scrolling action run and gun platformer kind of thing, and I am here for it. It just seems to really lean into that vibe, and I can't wait to play that. I did buy it recently for Xbox, so I'll maybe play that for a stream sometime as Retronathan. Okay, so moving along, I got, I'll go ahead and open up my Vinegar Syndrome. I've mentioned these guys before. They're a boutique label that they put out releases of often overlooked movies from the past, type of drive-in movies, schlock fests, but that were made with love, you know, and that deserve, I think, preservation, just like any other film. Because, you know, sometimes these kind of films that are made on a dime or, you know, just are not as well known, they're sort of exploitation or schlocky or whatever, there's good stuff to be had, you know. It's a good time. So anyways, let's see which particular films I got here. Oh wow, yeah, this one here, Demon Warp, that's a good example of the kind of films that they're putting out. Look at this. I mean, come on, those creature like effects there, the costuming, the makeup effects, that's just incredible. I remember seeing this VHS and really wanting to rent it, and I never got around to it. But apparently it's some bonkers, like, Bigfoot kind of tale, and it's got this guy, what's his name? Does it have it on here? Oh, it doesn't have it listed, but he played the partner in the Naked Gun trilogy, the OG one with Leslie Nielsen. So that should be fun, a good fun schlocky time. I have no idea what this is, Intensive Care, but I mean, look at that cover and the minimalist kind of, you know, surgical blade on the back there. I did watch, I think, like a, you know, they usually have like a trailer attached and then like photos you could scroll through so you can get a feel for it, and then people review on the site, so people are like, oh my god, it's so amazing, and you know, so I usually go based on that. But here's another one, Unmasked Part 25, just some kind of Jason parody, I think, you know, Friday the 13th, with a lot of clearly over the top cheesy gore. Just looked like you know, shitty schlocky, you know, fun time. So I'm all for it. And I have no idea, absolutely none, what this is all about. Two? Oh, you know what? This may have been, I think what this is, they have a preservationist that works with Vinegar Syndrome, like bringing back films that are, well, Vinegar Syndrome is when they sort of turn to acetate or, you know, vinegar. Essentially, the film is just degrading, and they try to take what they have and you know, preserve it. And I don't pretend to know all of what that entails, but this had, I think, a collection of just some of what they've saved, which is pretty cool. Okay, I've got like two more things here. This big, oh wait, forgot about this thing. This is from Sega Shop. Oh, that'll be a fun one. Okay, this is from another limited run. They are featuring prominently today. Let's see what we got here. Oh wow. this. This is pretty cool. A little plushie of Rocket Knight, aka Sparkster. Pretty cool. I loved this game back in the day. Still love it. A gem of a game that was on the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo, and just a fun action platformer with a lot of personality, great music, pixelated, 16-bit graphics, just chef's kiss. So good. So to have the plush is just kind of a nice little nostalgic connection to a game that I adore. All right. Let's see here. I've got, what is that? Okay, so I'm gonna open this from Sega, and the last package is from Godzilla. So that's cool. Godzilla's always cool, in my opinion. So this was from the Sega store. It was their April Fools, and I just love it. It's sort of like they're very tongue-in-cheek and making fun of themselves. This is Sonic, and I think Knuckles. I mean, look at that. How funny is that? I mean, it's like a 5th grader, just kind of like drew Sonic and Knuckles, and I am here for it. I bought another shirt. One's for my son, and one's for me. So here, I just bought the two different designs that they had featured. They may have had a third one. I'm not sure, but yeah. Here's Sonic. I think I'm keeping this one for me, and I don't know, because I'm usually not a big fan of like black shirts, but yeah. So yeah, he'll have that. Maybe he can rock it in the morning. Okay, last thing. This one's a pretty big one because it's got, I think, well, some pretty big merch. Stands to reason. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's freaking Godzilla slide sandals. I mean, come on. I mean, I don't think they're going to be too comfortable, but my goodness, do they just, what a flex. I mean, I love them. They're super freaking cool. We have a lot of slides in this house. Between my son and I, we just love sliding on shoes. Quick and easy, Alright, so this is pretty badass. Check this out. It's a Godzilla bag. Okay. I don't know what this is exactly. Like a side bag. Something to clip on. Weird. But you can see. Yeah. Is that a pocket, or that's just like kind of a cool little accoutrement? And you got this design on the back. Godzilla -1. Love, love, love. It's just like a messenger bag kind of thing with, you look inside and it's got like stills from the film. So freaking cool. I love this bag. My goodness. Definitely, I mean, they got some cool merch. Foldable Boston bag. That's what they call it officially. Okay. Cool, cool. And then lastly, in that same package, I saw that this is what, like, Facebook marketing reeled me in. I saw this advertised, and I love a good mashup, and so this was a mashup of the Misfits, the classic, Misfits kind of skull design, and Godzilla. So on back here it says Kaiju Club, Love, love, love. Super, super cool. Okay, well, I think that about covers it. So, I don't think anybody joined me live tonight, and that's okay because I upload these videos to YouTube where you can, they're under the Geeks Like Us umbrella. So, that's something started by my friends and colleagues, Doctors Ryan Kelly and Megan Connell, and I'm keeping it going. I've been creating content just really for my own, gratification. It's fun just to unbox a lot of cool stuff that I sit on for a while. It's like Christmas morning, so I'll just keep doing that while I can, and then I stream as Retronathan, and that's just more for nostalgia and playing games that evoke the old school aesthetic, if not bona fide classics that I revisit. So come check that out as well. Um, but yeah, I stream here on Twitch, and then like I said, I'll upload to the Geeks Like Us channel on YouTube. And as I like to say, keep it geeky, and um, hope to see you at the next one. Take care, and bye for now.